Men én ting skal alle forstå. Grønland vil ikke ejes af USA. Grønland vil ikke styres af USA. Grønland vil ikke være en del af USA. Vi vælger det Grønland, vi kender i dag, og som er en del af kongeriget Danmark. Nu står vi med en geopolitisk krise, og hvis vi skal vælge mellem USA og Danmark her og nu, så vælger vi Danmark. Vi vælger NATO. Vi vælger kongeriget Danmark. Vi vælger EU. Tiden er ikke inde til interne diskussioner og splittelse. Tiden er til at stå sammen og få bygget videre på det fællesskab, vi kender, og til det, vi ønsker. Tak.
The premier of Greenland said today, we prefer to stay with Denmark. Do you see that as the
Who
final
said
word?
that?
The premier of Greenland.
Well, that's their problem. That's their problem. I disagree with them. I don't know who he is. Don't know anything about him. But that's going to be a big problem for him.
Først og fremmest så vil jeg gerne gentage, Grønland er ikke til salg. I dag har vi drøftet vores samarbejde mellem Grønland og Danmark. Jeg skal understrege, at Grønland er en del af kongeriget. Vi er en retsstat baseret på demokratiske værdier, og vi har selvstyre under kongeriget Danmark. Situationen er meget, meget, meget alvorlig. Og de geopolitiske interesser, de har lagt et kæmpestort pres på vores land og dens befolkning. Grønland er som en del af kongeriget Danmark medlem af NATO. Vi har stor tiltro til NATO-alliancen. Og ved at NATO støtter os i den her situation, men støtten fra Europa og Danmark er helt afgørende i den her konkrete situation. Vi er sammen om at stå for ukrænkeligheden af territorier, om at beskytte demokratiske værdier, beskyttelse af demokratiet. Vores mål og ønske er fortsat fredelig dialog baseret på samarbejde, med respekt for vores konstitutionelle placering, folkeretten og vores ret til vores eget land og vores ret til vores selvbestemmelse.
Jeg vil gerne spørge, hvis nu Rubio og Vance de kommer med et tilbud, eller på anden vis lægger op til nogle forhandlinger om Grønlands fremtid, hvordan vil I så reagere?
Grønlands fremtid, den skal defineres af Grønland i den konstitutionelle ret, vi har i dag. Grønland er ikke til salg, og alene snakken om at kunne købe et folk og kunne købe os, den er ude af sporet. Den er ikke respektfuld. Det har vi sagt fra starten, og der er vi endnu. Og det er også den besked, vi kommer til at rejse til USA med i morgen.
Very quickly.
Do you think this will be part of the talk tomorrow?
I wouldn't know. We haven't. I cannot speak to that. But what I can say is, I think there is more than one interest into Greenland from the U.S. side. Of course, there is a matter of national security that we are perfectly willing to discuss. There's also the matter of access to minerals, which we are perfectly willing to discuss. And there is possibly concerns about maybe the different routes and interests from other countries that we also are interested in discussing. So I think there are nothing that shouldn't be on the table tomorrow for discussion, and I expect that will take place as well.
Jack from the Sun.
Hiya, thanks very much for coming. Just a question on Chris's point. In the worst possible case scenario that American troops did end up on Greenland shores, would they be met with a resistance?
We are not a country that finds ourselves at war with the US, and we want a peaceful solution, and we will work towards that for as long as we can at all. We see no point in using weapons against each other. We should be friends, we are allies. So this is my answer to you.
Thanks. Just to go back to the point about potential US invasion, would you expect backing from NATO allies like the UK if that was to happen?
If this scenario was to happen, I think everybody in this room and everybody in your countries will have to figure out what is this new world order about. and I think we will stand in a completely new situation. So I really cannot answer your questions because your question because it implies that it would be one country being attacked by another NATO partner, but actually we would all be under attack. So I think it will be a breakdown of rule of law and international law and existing agreements and treaties, and I think that would be a bad outcome and a big shame for us, because I think we have all prospered a lot from the NATO alliance. I think it has brought peace and prosperity and stability not only to member countries but wider than that, and I think it has served everybody quite well, all the member states. So I do hope we will not get to that situation. I think we should do everything we can to prevent it from happening.
Would that be worth defending with force from?
I cannot answer your question. You would have to answer the member countries themselves.
Okay. David from the Mirror.
Hiya. Thank you so much for holding this briefing. What's been the sense from your visit to the UK in terms of the UK's resolve in helping Greenland in this situation? And are you of the view that Keir Starmer should be prepared to put UK boots on the ground as part of a wider UK, as a NATO mission, as an alternative to the US getting involved?
I will not speak to other countries' decisions in such a difficult matter. I think we should all await the meeting tomorrow and hope for a good dialogue and from honest conversation in a closed room, and trying to figure out what is up and down in this entire debacle, and try to find our way through and give them time to do that. But even though I just flew in this morning, I can say that the support from the UK, the support from France, from other countries, from Germany, are deep. We feel it in Greenland, and we take note of it, and we are very touched about it. So we think that it shows the national community, global community, standing together. I think on some very principled points about how to engage with each other, and if you think about international law, I think it was really a lot of the conventions that we rely on, a lot of the treaties we rely on, was built on some very dark chapters in the world history. And I think it would be such a shame for us all to leave those principles behind, because that would mean a totally changed reality for all of us.
Pray for me, pray for my soul, Ma. Pray for me and all my sins. They say that I got a job to do now, and I'll be back when it finally ends. Do you think I should be fighting? Are you proud? Are you ashamed? Really, I'm trying to do the right thing. I hope my government can say the same.